Hi everybody, this is Felicia and welcome to my new series, Sketchiness. I am going to be doing some sketches here, and my series is going to contain sketches from myself or from somewhere else or from someone. I love a lot of the sketches from Laura Whitaker, and she has a blog that you might want to go ahead and take a look at. I will be leaving links to both her blog and both to her other blog called Stuck Sketches. So I'm going to be leaving links to those. Those are great places where you can go to get some sketchy ideas and some sketchy craftiness. And if you're ever stuck, as far as creative juices are, that's the best place to go right there. So what I'm doing is I'm doing one of Laura Whitaker's sketches here. And I decided to start it off with her sketch because I wanted you to see exactly how I manipulate the sketches a little bit to make it my own. The sketch usually comes basic, and you can manipulate sketches. So if you're not sure as to what to do with a sketch, then what you want to do is just kind of take a little bit of time and look at it and look at your stash and pull some papers out and see what combinations look best together. A lot of the colors and things like that that you will be picking out will look like they won't go together at first, but once you get them all layered down and put together, they will look perfectly fine. So what I'm doing here is I'm manipulating this sketch here. And I first started out with this paper here, and this paper is from, I think it is, I forget, but Pink Fresh Studios, that's it. And some of it's from Scraptastic as well, their exclusive designs. But what I'm doing with these papers is I'm trying to figure out how I want them to be layered. Now, if you looked at the sketch at the beginning, it shows that there are about 3 layers here to the right. And so layering is something that I also like to do. So this is one way that you can do some layering, just basic layering. And so what you want to do, you should take the basic sketch itself, and you start out with what you want to have at the bottom of it. So if you look at the sketch at the beginning that I had flashed up there, sorry, it went kind of quickly, you will see that sorry about that voiceover cut off there. But like I was saying, on the left-hand side here of the sketch, I am going to be adding a different paper, as you can see there, just did. And I'm going to be using a different elements. And it shows at the bottom there, underneath the journaling tab, that there are fishtail banners. Here I'm going to be adding arrows, and they're vellum arrows from the Scraptastic kit. And then, as you can see, I'm pulling out some different kinds of things. I'm actually looking for something. Oh, that's what it was. I was looking for my my third layer there. Okay. Now on this sketch, it does show 3 layers, but I added a 4th layer. You can add as many layers as you want. It's just the sketch. What it does is it just gives you a basics on where to start from. So now I'm going to be looking for a bunch of elements here to put on the rest of this layout. And I'm going to be using some different kinds. Not quite what's in the sketch, but I'm going to be using some different kinds here. And then you see me trying to figure out which way and how to put them and manipulate them, because I want this to be my own layout, of course, with the sketch as a base and help. And once you figure out what you want to put on the layout, then all is up to you is how you want it to look, situating everything, and what techniques you want to use on the layout as well. So I'm looking for some circles, and I'm going to take that gold circle that you see there and put it right up there. Now on the sketch it shows there is a stitched looking type of circle. It doesn't have to be stitched, but you can put any type of circle up there. And now I'm going to be looking for more elements here to fill in some of the spaces in the gaps of the layout itself. So like I was mentioning early on, you just start with the basics. A sketch is a starting point. A lot of people look at sketches as, oh my gosh, I'm not being creative, but you actually are. You're being very creative by taking that sketch and making it your own sketch. Adding the different kinds of elements, adding different kinds of pattern paper, and situating everything on the page just slightly different than what you would see on a sketch. So you can see me thinking here. And I'm trying to figure out what other elements I can put on here without taking too much from the sketch, but making sure that you know that that is from the sketch. Now you can see here what I've done is I've added some circles using the Heidi Swap Gold, and then I've also added some circles here on the left hand side as well, and I stitched. You can't tell in the photo, I mean in the video, excuse me, but you'll be able to see it at the end at the close-ups. I'm gluing down all of my layers that I've committed to, which is about 4 layers instead of 3. I just wanted to add a little extra touch. I was actually trying to get rid of that piece of acetate that I've been holding on to for a while. And now I'm situating all my photos. Now that I've finished working for now with the right side of that sketch, I'm going to go over here to the left side. I'm gluing down this piece of acetate, actually acrylic piece, from the Scraptastic kit as well. And then I'm going to put that down. Now these puffy stickers that I'm using are from the Pink Fresh Studios, and I'm going to add those as part of the elements of the page. The sketch does not have them exactly, but if you look at the sketch, it has a flower up in the left-hand corner there, close by the journaling block, and I'm going to be adding stars instead. Using a font here from the Aiming Tangerine. And instead of me using a square block for journaling, I used a circle for journaling. I added some lines to that circle, and I'm going to be journaling in after I put down my title here. Now the title looks like it's going across that journaling block. Well, my title is going to be set kind of aside of my journaling circle. Now I'm gluing down my arrows, my vellum arrows, making sure they're down and going to stick. And I'm going to start my journaling. So my journaling basically describes the photo. Now this is a journaling circle instead of a block because I figured that, you know what, I have some squares. The photos are squares. The block here that this circle is on is square. And so I decided to add a circle instead. So now I'm going to cover it up and I'm going to add some splatters here using the Heidi Swap Gold. And I'm pretty much done with this. So this is the first, and if you have any questions or comments and you would like to know something about sketches, feel free to ask me. And then if you have any feedback that you would like to provide, that would be great and wonderful too. And I hope you guys enjoyed this, and take care. Alrighty, bye-bye.